Yo, man, we would mind firing y'all up. Just that my man Lil boy just want to fire that punk wolf again.
But the most important thing when you fight, that's my strategy, that's my experience. Make sure that you are faster than him. The speed is the key.
According to Mike Combacher of The Athletic, Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford are in heavy negotiations to have a fight June 5th at Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is the oil-rich capital of UAE. Abu Dhabi owns 95% of the country's oil production, and it accounts for 2/3 of the UAE's $400 billion economy. So the $40 million Manny Pacquiao wanted, he should be able to get in this fight if this country pays a site fee and everything works out. Now, this would be a big fight for both guys. Manny Pacquiao, a legend, doesn't have to prove anything to anybody else, but he needs money, and this will provide him with a big payday. Terence Crawford needs names on his resume. What is a better name than an all-time great legend like Manny Pacquiao, which Errol Spence wanted on his resume, but he couldn't get? The big question I have is, if Bob Arum happens to pull this off and this fight happens and everything goes Terence Crawford's way and he wins the fight, does he stay with Top Rank? I favored Terence Crawford in this fight, but I learned, like everybody else should have learned, do not underestimate Manny Pacquiao. He is a live dog in this fight. Now, if negotiations break down, and it happens, from what I'm hearing from The Athletic, the backup plan is Sean Porter, which is also a good fight that I wanted, but it's not as big as the Manny Pacquiao fight. But it's still a name that Terence Crawford could put on his resume. I hope everything works out for Terence Crawford. I think it's time we see him in a big fight while he's still in his prime. I think even at the age of 42, 43 years old, Manny Pacquiao will be the toughest opponent Terence Crawford has faced. Now, another fight people are talking about, but they're talking about later on, maybe 2022, and they won't let it go, even though Canelo said he's at 168, and this is his home. Beterbiev versus Canelo is a big fight in the future, and I'm thinking it's going to happen because of the demand for it. Right now, Canelo and Eddie Reynoso is concentrating in becoming undisputed at super middleweight. But after that's over, there's going to be a plenty of big fights for Canelo. He could go to fight David Benavidez. Jamal Charlo's out there. And at 175, you have Arthur Beterbiev. You hear Andre Ward, Timothy Bradley, and you hear a respectable YouTube channel say that Canelo will get crushed in that fight. I don't believe that. I've seen Beterbiev fight a half a dozen times. And I think if they lock up, and when they do lock up, Beterbiev will be 37, 38 years old. And Beterbiev is strong. He doesn't fear anybody's punching power at 175. So I doubt he fears Canelo's punching power. And he's also a big puncher in his own right, with 16-0 with 16 knockouts. Also, him and his management team has let it be known to everybody that he is waiting for a phone call from Canelo. He wants this fight bad. And after saying all that, I think Canelo has a chance to beat Beterbiev. If they're going to complain about Kovalev being 36, Beterbiev's going to be 37 and 38, one of those ages when him and Canelo lock up. And if he beats him, what the excuse is going to be? Oh, if you would have fought Beterbiev at 35 or 36 years old, he would have lost. We'll see what happens. Obviously, Canelo has to beat Plant and Saunders before we even entertain this. Leave your thoughts and comments below. JBZ, I'm gone.